have some fun, grab a drink, whatever you guys are doing. Let's get started in Angela. And this is probably one of my favorite readings, and it's a little bit definitely on the wild side, so be prepared. Let's see what we do. Chapter 1, I'm going to start from the beginning, why not? Chapter 1, I'm going to die. Forget dying, I'm going to kill Minnie. Angie, dear, we will never win the gold at this pace, Minnie had the nerve to tell me. It's 7 in the morning on a Saturday. I should be asleep instead of running in these woods, I replied, out of breath. You aren't running. You're barely shuffling your feet, dear. Hurry up, said Minnie. How was it possible that the 80-something-year-old granny was outpacing me? I was at least 40 years younger, and she was killing me. Minnie, why don't you do the race alone? I'm just holding you back. I stopped running and held my hands over my head, trying to get more air. Are you crazy? Minnie ran circles around me. No respectable lady shows up alone. I don't want to run a 5K. I whined. I was out of breath and out of shame. Whining was not beneath me now. Angela, you're 45 years old. Get a grip on yourself. Minnie lectured me, staring at the trail ahead of us. We're doing the 5K. We will win. You know why? Because I will show that know-it-all Gail who runs things around here. Now, let's go. I'm going to die, a huff. You will not die. Stop being dramatic. Minnie dragged me down the trail, not waiting for an answer. We have 2 months to train, and you need to be in tip-top shape to keep up with me. In case you're wondering, yes, she is 80 years old and dragging poor Angela down this trail. So, have some pity for Angela because she's just slowly suffering in her own pain. 2 months of early morning running sessions, followed by weight trainings with Jesus, were enough to shatter my spirits. It was a blessing we live in East Texas, and the temperatures by mid-February was in the 50s. Even with a cool breeze, sweat ran down my back, and my poor hair was matted to my face. This was horrible punishments. I was paying penance for my underground life as an arms dealer. I stumbled and landed headfirst on the ground. That's what I get for being distracted in my pity party and not paying attention to where I was going. Angie, dear, how did you end up there? Minnie bent over and lifted my face. Did you break anything? Just my pride. I grumbled, rolling over. I think I tripped over a root or something. Unless roots wear shoes, I don't think that's what you trip over. Minnie pointed at a pair of candy apple red plums that was laying on top of her. Oh God! I jumped off the body in one swift motion, not sure how I managed that feat. We need to work on your bravery, dear, Minnie said, shaking her head. You trip over a dead body and tell me how you will react. I scrubbed my hands on my pants, and my heart started beating like a marching band drum. She could be alive, said Minnie, looking over my shoulders at the body. I looked at Minnie incredulous, but kept my mouth shut. It was not polite to disrespect your elders, even when they were nuts. Check to see if she's okay. Minnie pushed me forward. Why me? I refused to move. Because you're younger and can get down there faster, Minnie replied, giving me another push. You're the one leading the way in this mile-long training session, I countered. Angela, do you really want me to get down there and get my jogging suit dirty? Minnie modeled her immaculate suit for me. You're already dirty and covered in dirt. Now you know what else? You should do it. I looked down at my clothes in disgust. Compared to Minnie, I was filthy. She had a matching red workout suit with red pumas and shimmering red lipstick. How did this woman look that stylish and sporty at the same time was beyond me. Mine reflected my opinion on the entire thing. Wrinkle and unconcern. Fine, I conceded with an exhausted huff. Most of the upper body was hidden behind a large pine. Dirt and branches were strewn on the back of the woman, camouflaging a bit from the trail. I bent down and pulled down some of the debris off her. Her body was still warm. So I hurried to clear the rest of the stuff. Maybe Minnie was right, and she was still alive. Ma'am? Ma'am? Can you hear me? I shouted urgently, hoping for a reaction. I slowly turned her over, trying not to cause any more damage. I guess you're right. She is dead, said Minnie, backing away. Oh God! I held my breath, forcing myself not to puke. I landed on my butt, trying to get away from the corpse. Someone had bashed her face. There was nothing left to recognize the poor soul. The smell of blood penetrated my nostrils. My stomach turned in revulsion. My gut reflexes kicked in, and I turned to the side to avoid vomiting on the body. Minnie, we need to get out of here and call the cops. I mumbled, forcing air through my mouth. Why don't we call them now? Minnie asked. I don't have a phone with me, I replied. Why will you ever leave your house without a phone, honey? Minnie scolded. This was going to be a long day. Besides, snap. What was that? My head snapped in the noise's directions, and I searched the area. I think it came from over there. Minnie pointed to the woods behind her head. Hurry, Minnie, call the police. I pulled a 9mm from my leg holster and climbed to my feet. Are you serious? Minnie turned around to face me. You can't carry a phone with you, but you're running with a gun? A phone would not save a life from a killer. I aimed the gun at the tree lines. A couple bullets will do the trick. Now hurry. We need to work on your priorities, Angie. Oh, hi! She cut my lecture short to focus on the phone. Who is this? Here we go. And so Mimi has called finally the police. I monitored the trail, paying close attention to the way the trees moved and the sound of the leaves. The place looked deserted, but somebody had killed this poor woman not that long ago, and I refused to be next. Somehow, the survival instincts were great for clearing my nauseas. Hi, Frank. This is Minnie. How are you, sweetie? Minnie listened patiently to whatever Frank was saying on the other line. That is so nice to hear. And how's your mother? Minnie, focus. Dead body here? I pointed to the corpse, hoping Minnie will skip the southern greetings and get to business. Instead, she dismissed me with a wave of her hand. That is great. Please tell her I said hi. Minnie continued her cheery disposition. Well, dear, I'm calling because Angela and I just found a dead body on the running trails by the senior center. There was a pause, and I wondered how the poor officers were processing that information. Sunshine, Texas was a tiny town in Cass County. Even at our peak, our population never reached 500 people. A murder in this town was as big as the Titanic. Dear, I'm pretty sure she's dead. Her face looks like she was used for battery practice, Minnie said, giving the body one quick look. Snap, snap.